So, we're actually doing this, huh? Let's at least see what it's like. I've seen a lot about this game, just in the Animal Friends. Pretty sure I've seen playthroughs of it way back, but I never actually got a chance to play it myself. So, now's as good a time as any for Kirby Dream Land. That has a little bit of a glare from this particular angle. Oh. Music kind of shows its age, I'm not gonna lie. I never really mind bit music, 8-bit music, or just, for lack of a better way to describe it, pixelated music in general, but for some reason in this menu, like, it automatically goes in my ears of just like, it doesn't have the same swing as Gen 1 Pokemon. So maybe if I just get out of the menu and do something else. So I guess we're hopping right into it. It's not like Kirby's Adventure where you got a menu screen to navigate. Oh, goody good. It's got Dreamland 1 controls where I have to actually press up in order to fly. And I can't just press A while I'm in the air. Whew. This is gonna be an adventure. Speaking of adventure, I guess that we do have that menu room after all. There's just no extra music for the menu compared to... You can just expect that to happen a lot. Because I am never gonna get used to actually holding up to fly, and I swear by the time I do, I'll actually be playing a Kirby game where that's no longer the case. Anyways, I'm not sure if I gave an intro proper. Better late than never. Welcome to my first through of Kirby Dream Land 2. As I kind of mentioned, it's a game I've heard a lot about, seen a lot about. I know what I love. I'm pretty sure I've seen a playthrough or two of it. However, I never actually had the opportunity to play it myself. Like, Kirby Dream Land 1, I never actually owned. I just happened to be in the right place, the right time to play it, and it's a really short game that you can experience it just from borrowing it from a friend or relative once. Didn't have that luxury with Kirby Dream Land 2. I don't even know if I've seen it before really getting involved in the internet and all that. But I do like to think that I've become fairly accustomed with it since then, but playing a game, or seeing a game and playing a game are always two different experiences. Which is why I think the first, just because it's not a completely blind playthrough, that doesn't completely invalidate the first through. It's kind of the whole thing of why I have the terminology first through, instead of just adapting everyone else's terminology of a blind Let's Play. I like that pitch. I get the feeling that, like, the music, I can already tell that the music in this game isn't going to be my favorite, unfortunately. But that victory jingle I liked. Oh. Oh, that's cute. You break the egg and there's a chick inside. I wonder if that would have been the case if I inhaled it at all. Oh, before I get too off tangent though, more about what this first through is going to be about. I wonder if I could get rid of power-ups. Yep. The current plan is to just play through the game and beat it. I know that there's a 100% incentive. And I know there's a good ending hidden behind getting 100% in this game. I just don't know if I'm gonna be dedicated enough to actually play through enough of this game to get 100%. So I don't want to make any promises in advance. This is, from what I've read up on though, this is a short game. Hey Rick. It's a short game, so I'm not gonna outrule completely. Wait, isn't Rick's gimmick the whole double jump thing? What can Rick do? I know because I'm riding him, he can, like, do the flamethrower and all that. I guess Rick's gimmick is getting this really neat jingle. I guess that's his power. Right. Oh, I wanted to get the umbrella again and mess around with the combo things. This is one of the things I really regret missing out with the whole Kirby, with not playing Kirby Dream Land 2 or 3. The fact I knew about the animal buddies and the fact that they have their own unique powers tied to Kirby's copies abilities. It's actually pretty nice to actually be able to experience that firsthand for myself. I saw the first thing in depth that I'm kind of surprised never really came back in the series. Maybe it just wasn't necessary because Kirby's move pool is a lot more advanced nowadays than it was back in the old days where like one power basically had one button input for one move. But I would not mind this sort of thing coming back. But then again, Kirby does a lot of various things to the point where I can see why it hasn't come back. There's just been so many other things that Kirby could do instead. But it's fine if it doesn't come back or not, because I'm getting to play it and try it out now. And hypothetically, I can always come back to the old games if I ever want to experience this sort of particular thing again. I could completely kill the whole sweet motivational thing I was going for by saying, except for the fact that I'm playing it on a streaming service and I haven't actually bought it. But I'm not gonna kill the mood. It's Kirby! We're all here for happy, good times. And with the hopes of trying to find something else to do with Rick besides Paracel and Fire. The part that kind of has me concerned, actually, though, is... I know Dreamland 3 had, like, this whole side quest system, and that's how you got 100%. I could have sworn this game had something similar, but every level I've been to so far, I haven't seen anything even close to that. So I'm wondering if I'm just being really dense and blind and missing it all? Or if 100%ing this game is a lot more simple than I was making it out to be. I guess if I don't figure it out by the end of the stream, I could always look into it on my own time. I'm sure there's no way I could get myself any more spoiled than I already am just on that. Alright. Great. Now I want whatever that is. Oh, you know what? I think that's the 100% icon thing, and of course I don't have the right power for it. And of course I can't go back. I mean, it looks more like a power-up than a MacGuffin, but... I mean, maybe it's not too late. Maybe it is. A big emphasis on maybe. Now let me test my theory of this how it works. Perfect. At least now we can see what this is about. I guess this is like the Dream Star. Oh, you know what I miss? Online manuals. Because so many of these older games put their story behind manuals. I could just pull up the manual and read up on the story myself. But I don't think the Switch NSO games have online manuals, and I can't exactly blame them because so few people actually bother to actually look in the manuals. But dang it, like, when you do think about it, it is a nice thing to have. Especially because especially to, like, experience the lore of the game and all that in its fine glory. You know, though, if the things I need to collect aren't in every level and only just in apparent rooms like that, maybe 100% this game won't be so bad. I still make no promises because I don't trust it. This is the first world. I don't trust it, or I don't trust things not to escalate. Wow, we're already at the first boss. I know it's a short game, but... Oh, that's a fun twist. Oh. Except I probably went into this as hard as possible because I'm riding a friend, and I don't have an ability to boot. I think we'll manage. Oh hey, made a recipe just stand up. Poor Wispy. Doomed to the fate of a World 1 boss. And being way easier than... Let me hope. No way, it can't just be one per world. There's not that many worlds in this game. I really got myself wondering now. Oh man, really? I was just starting to enjoy that other music. Oh well. I'm sure I'll get to... When I actually beat the level, I'll actually take a moment to actually listen and appreciate it. I think things have been pretty good today. It's been a busy day for me, but a good day. Now, I went out for breakfast. I kind of wish I went out for breakfast last week, though, so I kind of wish I would have just waited. But it's fine. Wait, did I really take damage from just bumping into the bag? I don't know. Oh wait, I just realized I might have been missing out on the music the whole time. The music I was hearing before, that was probably Rick's theme. And I was missing out on the actual music for this world because I always have an animal friend by my side. It's kind of interesting in like how that whole thing, like, I guess there's a big significant amount of time between this game and Donkey Kong Country, but I can't help but make a correlation between both these games and the animal buddies that they have along the way. Then again though, Kirby Dream Land 3, I think, didn't come out that long. There wasn't as big of a gap in between. So... maybe Donkey Kong Country... Oh cool, like it's... instead of just cut her from Kirby, she's actually shooting her feathers out. It's coming back to me, but still a neat thing to re-remember. Now let me take a moment to actually listen to this. Oh! So much for taking a moment to listen in on that. Yeah, as much as I could just sit here and listen to the music, I'm sure all you want to actually see the game get played, so sure. Yeah, I don't know, like, I can get rid of copy abilities, but I don't see a way to, like, jump off or not have the animal friend. Oh! This is new. This is gonna be something I run into the entire game though, isn't it? Just the whole concept of the game actually having nice music, but I don't get to actually hear it because I'm listening to the Animal Buddy theme the entire time. That's disappointing. But it's not like I'm gonna just... even if I can figure out how, it's not like I'm gonna just ditch having a friend just to listen to the music a bit. Both from a gameplay standpoint and an actual playing. Both from a gameplay standpoint and a moral point. Yeah, I guess no. Okay, that was not nearly as bad as I thought it would be. Oh shoot, that was probably my chance to get Spike, and I goofed it. Oh well. You fool, you could have done it again. I'm just too powerful. It's just impossible not to get rid of all the enemies before I can even notice them being a threat. So I kind of wish I would have waited to actually go Yeah, breakfast, because I had it last week, and probably could have saved a little money and just went the following week or something, but I guess I can't really regret going out because I took the opportunity to pick up another pack of cards, and I went for a bit of a walk afterwards, and that walk was really nice. Pulled up some good old Pokemon Go while I was walking, and I had like the best luck I've had in that game in a real long time. I gotta remember to actually, and you know, just so I don't accidentally destroy the next hedgehog I see. Let's see how Spike is like. Oh. I'll use it a tiny bit longer, but I kinda got the feeling that, nah, this is not gonna be the power for me. At least with Kine. Or no, Kine's the fish. I think her name is Koo, but I'm just so paranoid that I'm gonna get mixed up with the other bird from Dreamland 3. I'm gonna call her Koo until someone corrects me, though. Oh, that's right. We could probably get Parasol and see how that's like with Koo. Oh. It's a little delayed, but it's essentially Tornado. That's neat. Oh. The timing might be a little bit tricky because it's kind of hard to tell when I'm in the attack animation and when I'm just idle in that. So let me just focus a little bit. Yeah, this is kind of slow. That's kind of like the one down. So, I mean, this attack, honestly, this attack isn't as great as it looks. It's not bad, but like it has more flaws than pros. Like it takes a bit of a wind up. It's kind of hard to tell when this is thing and. You? Oh. Interesting. I know Gui from Dreamland 3, but seeing him just be there and then just basically become health? That was a little bit strange, to be perfectly frank. What was I talking about before I got distracted by gameplay? Game really wants me to have Hedgehog. No, I learned my lesson. Hedgehog plus bird is not fun. Like, I kind of miss fire and... Honestly, I miss fire. The fire was probably the best out of the three. Tornado's technically as good, it just doesn't... I always feel paranoid that I'm gonna mess it up. Because it doesn't look as good. It's a little trickier to actually get a hang of. Wait, are we already half an hour in? Like, I'm just impressed with how quickly we're breezing through all this. Oh, it's the piggies! Maybe I should try to keep this a little bit, because I think it is slightly... As weird as it is to use, I do think it's slightly better than... doing this without power. And again... Yeah, a bit. It's basically just Lolo and Lala again. But it's cute. It's a cute little creature if nothing else. I was gonna say if, like, the thing from Kirby Return to Kirby Star Allies was a reference to this, but I'm pretty sure that those guys actually exist in a Kirby game, and it's probably like a Kirby Dream Land 3 boss that just drew influences from this boss. Well, I guess to anyone that was wondering how it would be like to actually do this fight without a power, what do you know? I'm gonna have to do this without a power. Great. I see, at least this is the one time I actually like the fact that I have to be touching, the ground in order to actually swallow because otherwise I would be swallowing all the time just trying to navigate through the place. And man, did I cut that close. I probably cut that as close as I could go. So, that means I missed out on the 100% thing.